Hey there folks, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I wanted to talk more about Adobe InDesign's data merge and a fix to one of its most infuriating parts, overset text during a merge. Now this is not going to be a video for those of you who don't have any experience using data merge. I'll leave a link up in the corner right now. You can click on that to watch a introductory tutorial on how to use data merge within Adobe InDesign. So I've got three examples here I'll be talking about today. This first one here is just for this gym membership. I've actually featured this on the channel before. It's just going to have a person's photo, their name, and everything on here. But I wanted to show the data source that I have here. I have some, person's first and last name, some other information here. But you'll notice as I scroll down the data source here, some of these names are very, very long. Now, I exaggerated this when I made this, and obviously, some of these are upwards of 25 to 30 characters in length. And obviously, this is going to give us some issues when we go ahead and run our data merge. So back here in InDesign, if I click on my preview button here, you'll notice this first text box here. Everything fits in here nicely. Person only has 7 characters in their name. Everything fits. But if I go to my second data set here, you'll notice right off the bat I get a overset text warning here. And if I scroll through a couple more examples, you'll notice that there's going to be a lot of issues going on here, especially with a lot of these longer names. So how do we get around this? Well, there's two ways. You can go ahead and you can run the data merge itself, and then you can fix whatever issues you might have. Hopefully it's just a few examples. Maybe it might be more than that. Or what you can do is you could basically kind of figure out what your longest characters are. Maybe it was 25 characters, and you go ahead and select your text here, and then you just go ahead and shrink it down to whatever will fit. So what I mean by that is if I go to one of these longer names here, like this one, I'll go ahead and I'll select all here, and then I'll just go ahead and start shrinking this font down until it finally fits. So you can see here we got all the way down till size 7 before all of that person's name will actually fit inside of this text frame. So that would work, except that if I go back to my first record here, their name is obviously very, very small now, and I don't really want that. I only want to fix the issues with the ones that were too big to fit inside of this text frame. So let me go ahead and undo all that so I can go back. What I did was I used Gemini to help me create a JavaScript that will fix this issue. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to create your merge document. In this case, I'm just going to do 10 records so it doesn't take too long here. And when we're finished here, we're left with 7 different text fields that have overset text. And if I go into my pre-flight panel here, you'll see all the different pages that this is being affected by. And again, I could come in here and I could highlight everything and I could shrink these down until everything fits. And now that one goes away. Now I got to do this 6 more times. Or what I could do is I can run my script here. I've just labeled this as auto text data merge. If I double click here, you'll see it says done, adjusted 6 text frames to fit. And now I no longer have my pre-flight warning here that any overset text exists in my document. What this has done is it's just gone through the entire InDesign document. It's found any text frames that have overset text, and it's automatically adjusted those font sizes down until it fits inside of that text frame. A quick glance here at the actual JavaScript. That's exactly what's going on here. It's going to look to see if the document is open. It's going to scroll through the whole thing. It's going to automatically fit the text to shrink it down to that whatever will fit inside of that text frame. Up here I have two setups here to limit the font size. So in this case, let's say I don't want it to go any lower than 6 point. Obviously, you can change that if you're working on, say, something like a maybe you're working on like poster or something like that, and you don't want anything to go underneath like 72 point or something like that. You can change this to whatever font size you want to be your lowest font, and what it'll do, it will run that JavaScript, and anything that won't fit, it'll basically just leave it as is, and anything else, it'll fit it down to whatever your lowest font size or your minimum font size is here. You can also change the step size. So if you want it to go by 1 point at a time, you can do that. Or if you want to go by like half points or quarter points, whatever the case is, you can also set it up that way. That gives you a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more control. And then the nice thing is that it'll run inside of an undo wrapper, so that if you make a mistake, you can simply just hit Control Z or Command Z and undo everything you just did. So in this case, if I ran the script and it eliminated those issues, if I just simply hit Command Z, you see now right away my overset text is back in here, and everything needs to be fixed again. And if I just run it again, there we go, everything's fixed. And if I click undo, everything goes back to the way it was. So it's nice that way, in case you realize you made a mistake, or maybe you had other frames inside of your document that you didn't want to have that happen to, you can go ahead and undo it and make your edits there one at a time. I have another example here of doing this with a business card. This will work with multiple records inside of a text frame here. So in this case, I have a first and last. If I go ahead and I set up my merge document here, actually, let me show you what I wouldn't want to do back here in my original example here. So if I ran my script right now, obviously here I have a first name and last name right together next to each other. If I move this text frame out, if I extend this text frame out, you can see here there's a first name and last name together in the same text frame. That creates my merge. If I were to run this now, what it would do is it would shrink everything, including my brackets and whatnot, for my actual data merge. Now obviously I don't want to do that, right? I want to run my data merge first. So here in my business card example, I'll go ahead and run my merge, and when it finishes here, you'll see I have 57 examples of all these names that aren't fitting inside of this text frame up here because their names are too long. And again, if I just double click, 57 adjustments, and I no longer have any overset text. If I go into my pre-flight panel, there's no warning issues or errors at all. And if I quickly scroll through to get past some of the shorter names, you'll see even some of these hyphenated names, everything will fit inside of this text frame. Now, obviously it's not perfect because, maybe you don't want to shrink it down that much, but this does give you the option to do so, and a lot of different text fields all at the same time. In my last example here, I have a little shelf tag that we're going to make a label out of, or something like that. If I click on preview, you can see here I have a little description of my product. Let's pretend it's for a grocery store. We have a price and a barcode and whatnot, right? And we're going to put these on our shelves here. So the goal is that we want to do a multi-up placement of our data merge, and then we're going to make some labels here. So if I go ahead and run my record, I have my multiple records on. If you see, if I click on my multiple record layout, you'll notice right off the bat there's a whole bunch of different text frames in here that are going to give us issues. We'll go ahead and run it real quick. A total of 138 text frames have overset text. Now obviously that's a lot. I wouldn't want to go through here and have to manually edit 138 records. So I simply come into my script, double click that, and everything's been adjusted. Since my original text frame here was large enough to accommodate 2 lines of text, this way I have all of my fields or text fields shrunk down, and you'll notice that some of these have the font size a little bit larger. Some of them have been shrunk down quite a bit, but everything now fits, and I don't have to worry about any overset text issues or any missing text when I go to print this out. Again, if you want to make adjustments to the script here, you can change your minimum font size, change your step size. I will go ahead and I will make this JavaScript available for free for anybody who goes and downloads it from my Patreon page. You will have to become a Patreon member. Now, you don't have to pay for anything. You can just be a free member. But if you feel so inclined, you can go ahead and you can become a full paid Patreon member. You'll have access to some of the other downloads that I have available via my Patreon page as well. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, of course, please leave those down in the comment section below. I'm happy to answer any questions or give any help if anybody needs it. As always, if you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if this is your first time visiting the channel, it goes a long way to helping me help everybody else by making these videos and these little tutorials. Thanks for the view, everyone. Check out the link below. I'll leave it in the comment section to download that JavaScript. Appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.